Hello, Levana community. This is Sean with another video, and for this video I'm featuring new albums that I purchased July of 2024. Some of these are Father's Day presents from my daughter Sabrina and my son Joshua, so thank you to them for a great Father's Day and being great kids. So I'm going to start off with the first album will be the Beatles. I think I've completed my Beatles collection for the American version anyway. This is the Giles Martin edition of the White Album. This is the most expensive one I bought from the Beatles. I'm sorry, from the collection of records I'm showing. It's a hype sticker on the version I have. And I think all my Beatles records are Giles Martin edition, except for Abbey Road, which is I think either original or an old reissue. So this is, when it first came in, I had to send it back. Unfortunately, it had two sides, 3 and 4. Didn't have sides 1 and 2. It had the great prints of the 4 band members on both sides of the gatefold. So unfortunately, had to send it back. But luckily, when it came back, it came back perfect. So on the other side, it has the poster, 1968, the Beatles, the White Album, and I think this is their only double album that are among their original studio albums, and it's got 30 songs on it. So I've listened to it a couple times and of course enjoy it like all the Beatles records. Psyched to have this as my final record to complete my American discography of the Beatles. Alright, so just moving along, the next one artist I'll show. I featured this, I think, on Ed's vinyl tag that he did. Women artists, featuring women artists. Natalie Merchant was one of the ones I showed. I said on that video that she has a recent album that I haven't pulled the trigger on yet because it's been expensive, waiting for the price to go down. And so the price did go down, so I went ahead and purchased it. It's Keep Your Courage from Natalie Merchant. So this is her 2023 album, and the cover here is Joan of Arc on the cover. Bina Kumsum Davis is on this one. She's got a great voice. She contributes to Big Girls and Come On Aphrodite off this one. This is 55 minutes in duration approximately. It's just a great long album, and it's folky. It's got a lot of orchestra in the background, real orchestra, not keyboards. So just her voice is as good as ever on this one. This one she made in 2019. She started recording it. She was in the years prior to 2019, why she didn't come up with an album for so long. She was diagnosed with a rare degenerative spine condition known as OPLL. She lost her voice, her singing voice, for 10 months. I think she was worried if she'd ever make an album again, her career might be over. Natalie Merchant, the singer of 10,000 Maniacs before she went solo. And it's her 8th studio album, and it's her first full-length studio album since the 2014 self-titled release. It's built around the concept of having a courageous heart. Lyrics are sort of highlight the love she has for the people that helped her get through the troubling medical issues, and also COVID was around that same time. Yeah, it's songs that remind you that you are not alone in your suffering. Is kind of the theme behind this one. And that's Natalie Merchant. Great double album from her. This is a gatefold, and yeah. All right, so the next album that I'll show is my second album from this band. This came out in 1994, and I remember when this came out, I was in the military in North Carolina, and I played this one the most. I have a lot of fond memories from this one. It's got Interstate Love Song, Vaseline, Big Empty off this one. Also, Pretty Penny is on this one. It's a great song. Yeah, it's Pitchfork named it number 19, I think, of the top 25 grunge albums of all time. Um, just a solid album from them, one I've been seeking out for a long time. This is available everywhere between $20 and $25, I think. So it's an inexpensive record to have, and I don't know why I didn't get it before. It's definitely been on my top list to get. I just kept bypassing it for some reason, but great one for July pickup, Stone Temple Pilots. And completing my R.E.M discography of their studio albums is R.E.M Green. Uh, this one reissue. I originally bought this a year ago, and it skipped in the same spot. I bought it, returned it, got and then played it again. It skipped at the very same spot on the record under World Leader Pretend. So I sent it back and didn't give it another. Didn't get it again. I just thinking it would be the same story if I just got it a third time. So I took a chance on getting the same 25th anniversary edition, but I think this was a different year that it was issued, a reissue of the reissue. And so this one doesn't skip, so I'm happy to report. R.E.M. in their 25th anniversary interview said this was a lot of pop songs on this one, bubblegum pop songs, which is true with Pop Song 89 and also Stand. But out of those two songs, Pop Song 89 is a lot better than Stand, in my opinion. So it won't be ranked up as my top R.E.M. records just because of the song Stand. R.E.M. being my favorite band, I'm going to rank their songs pretty high consistently. So one or two songs off an album could lower it in my rankings, but no shame, because World Leader Pretend might be my favorite R.E.M. song, and Orange Crush is right up there among my favorites. The last track on the album, Untitled, which is a hidden track, I guess on the CD, not so much on the vinyl, is a great song. Get Up was a single off this one. It didn't do anything, I believe, as far as the charts or anything. Stand was a big video on MTV, and Stipe said it was about the need for orientation in one's life. I appreciate the lyrics, I just don't like the song. It's based on a series of steps for an unknown invented dance that he created. Then Pop Song 89, Get Up. Get Up, like I say, was I considered for the vinyl tag of Mark Morris, but I didn't have the album at the time. Dreams They Complicate My Life is on that one. That's one of the first albums I thought on his vinyl tag to show. So just another reminder during that video that, hey, I got to get this album. So I bought it this month, happy to say. And Mike Mills argued that Green was an experimental album, haphazard and a little scattershot. But I think a great album from R.E.M. And again, happy to complete my discography for this one. All right, so another one that I had high on my priority list to complete my discography of this band is the Ocean Blue. This is their self-titled 1989. I think it's 1989. No, 1986. Oh no, the album was formed in 1986. Did I write down? No. Yeah, I'm not sure what year this came out. I want to say it was 89 though, but that they formed in 86. But this is their most collected album off Discogs, their most popular album. So it's funny that's my last album to complete my collection of their discography. It's their they have 8 studio albums, I believe, and this one has Between Something and Nothing, Drifting and Falling, and Vanity Fair are the songs off this one. That if you're an Ocean Blue, if you like Ocean Blue in the least bit, if you knew them in the 80s and kind of forgot about them, you'd probably recognize those songs if they played on the air. This one, all their studio albums come out in this great colored vinyl, and I'd encourage you to order off the the band site. You can get this. This is like $25. It's got the great blue vinyl with the yellow label, Sire. So that's all I'll show for the for the Ocean Blue. Again, great album, highly recommended. And so for the last album that I'll show is the English Beat, or the Beat, but in the U.S. the English Beat. This is their debut album. It's I guess my first ska album that I have in my collection. It's a Birmingham, UK band. I think they only have like 3 studio albums, and so I have 2 of the 3 now. But it's got Mirror in the Bathroom, Twist and Crawl, Tears of a Clown, and this one is on magenta vinyl. And I saw this on Amazon. I bought this one from Amazon, and what I do is I try to, sometimes they have like ridiculous steals. I know Amazon's sort of evil. You should support your local record store, but I go through the Amazon, the movers and shakers they call it, and sometimes you can pick up on albums that are priced really good, that have risen in the charts, that are priced really inexpensively. And so sometimes I get lucky, and I got lucky with this one. This is $13.99, I think. Originally I thought maybe it was a misprint, it's supposed to be CD, but it came in the mail in the magenta vinyl. So yeah, so I'll show the vinyl real quick. It's a real nice magenta. It's on a Go Feet label. So this one, like I say, it's my first ska album, and I did some research on ska because I'm kind of intrigued by the genre. I don't know too much about it, but apparently ska originated in Jamaica in the late 1950s and was a precursor to reggae and rocksteady. Combined calypso, American jazz, and rhythm and blues. All those combined, I guess, are ska, is considered ska. The Beatles and John Lennon said that 2 of their songs, 1964, I Call Your Name, and Ubi La Di Uba La Da, I'm saying that wrong, but I guess those were influence on ska. Lennon confirmed that in interviews. I scoured bands that are, known to have great ska material, and the Specials, Madness, Fishbone, Mighty Mighty Boss Tones I found were on my want list for ska. So that concludes my video for my new additions for July. Thank you for watching, and hope everyone's having a great weekend. And thumbs up or a subscribe or comment, any of the above would be appreciated. I appreciate you watching again. Thank you.